Hello, and welcome to Daily English Flow. We're really happy you're here. I'm Amelia.
And I'm James. On this channel, we practice real, everyday English with natural conversations.
If you enjoy learning this way, don't forget to subscribe and like the video. All right, let's get started.
Today, we want to talk about a simple idea that hits hard sometimes. Life is short, and days can pass so fast without us even noticing.
Yes. Have you ever looked at the clock and thought, wait, it's already evening? I get that feeling a lot, and it's kind of scary, honestly.
Same here. I open my phone for 1 minute, then suddenly I'm deep in videos, messages, news, and I'm like, who stole my afternoon?
Exactly. And then I feel annoyed at myself, but also tired because I didn't even rest. My mind was just busy and noisy.
That's why this topic matters. We don't want to live like we're on autopilot, always rushing, always scrolling, and forgetting the real moment.
And when we say live fully, we don't mean doing crazy adventures every weekend. We mean small things like being present in normal life.
Right, like noticing your tea, or the smell of coffee, or the cold air outside. Those tiny moments sound small, but they make a day feel real.
Yesterday, I tried something simple. I ate breakfast without my phone and I actually tasted the food. It sounds funny, but it felt like a win.
That's not funny, that's amazing. I did a similar thing on the bus. I put my phone away and just looked out the window like a movie scene.
Oh, I love that. Did you feel a bit calmer? Sometimes my brain relaxes when my eyes look far away, like my thoughts finally slow down.
Yes, and I noticed small details. A kid laughing, a dog pulling a leash, an old man carrying flowers. It made me feel warm for no reason.
I think that's the point. Life is made of normal moments, not only big events. If we miss the normal moments, we miss most of life.
Exactly. And also, we often think we have more time. Like, I'll do it later, but later becomes next week, and next week becomes months.
True, I once kept thinking, I'll call my cousin soon. Then I realized it had been 3 months. When I finally called, I felt guilty inside.
But you called, and that's what matters. People are part of this topic too, because time moves for them as well, not only for us.
Yes, and that thought can be emotional. Our parents get older, friends change jobs, people move. If we care, we should show it now.
And showing it doesn't need money or a perfect plan. A short message like, hey, I'm thinking of you, can make someone's whole day brighter.
I agree. Last week, my friend sent me a simple voice note just saying, I hope your day is okay. I smiled like a child, seriously.
Because it's real. And sometimes we wait for the right mood, but the right mood never comes. We're busy, stressed, or distracted.
Also, pride can stop us. Like, we have a small conflict and we think they should text first. But then silence grows and it feels heavy.
Oh, I know that feeling. I had a silly argument with a friend about something stupid, and we didn't talk for weeks. It felt so unnecessary.
Did you fix it? I'm curious because I think many listeners have the same situation and they don't know how to take the first step.
I did, but I was nervous. I wrote, hey, I miss our talks. Can we start again? My fingers were shaking a bit, not gonna lie.
That's tiny courage, and I love that phrase. It's not a superhero moment, but it's brave. And usually the other person feels relief too.
Yes, my friend replied fast, like, I miss you too, and I felt lighter instantly, like I removed a stone from my chest.
So, if life is short, we don't want to spend it holding stones, right? We want more laughter, more warm talks, more honest messages.
And we also need to talk about the person we live with every day, ourselves. That inner voice can be kind or it can be super mean.
Oh, yes, the inner critic. Mine is dramatic. If I make one small mistake, my brain says, You always mess things up. Like, excuse me?
Same here. It uses words like always and never, like it's writing a sad movie script. But we can change the tone little by little.
For example, instead of I wasted today, we can say, Today was messy, but tomorrow I can do one small thing better. That feels softer.
And if you're learning English, instead of my English is terrible, You can say, "My English is growing." That one sentence changes your mood.
Yes, because when your mind feels safer, you try more, you speak more, you text more, you show up more. That's how progress happens.
So maybe today we can choose one small moment to notice, one person to appreciate, and one kind sentence to tell ourselves before bed.
I really like that idea. Choosing small things instead of big promises. Because big promises feel heavy and scary, and then we avoid them.
Yes, small choices feel friendly, like I will walk for 10 minutes, not I will change my whole life from Monday, because Monday never helps.
Poor Monday, it always gets blamed. But it's true. When we aim too high, we feel tired before we even start, and then we quit.
And quitting makes us feel bad about ourselves, which is funny because we created the problem in our own head with impossible expectations.
Exactly. I used to plan my days like a robot schedule, every hour full. At the end of the day, I felt like a failure, not a human.
That sounds stressful. Did you change that habit, or are you still fighting with your calendar like it's an enemy from a video game?
I changed it slowly. Now I leave empty space. I literally write nothing time in my planner, and I protect it like something important.
I love that. Nothing time sounds peaceful. And during that time, do you really do nothing, or does your brain still try to work?
At first, my brain was loud, like, you should be productive. But after some days, it learned to relax. Now I just sit or walk.
That's a skill, honestly. Rest is not lazy, it's fuel. When we never stop, we don't enjoy anything, not even success or good news.
True. Have you noticed that even happy moments feel short when we rush? Like good food, a nice talk, a sunset, everything passes fast.
Yes, because our mind is already in the next moment. We're thinking, what's next? Instead of, this is nice, let me stay here.
I think that's why people say life feels shorter as we get older. Not because time changes, but because attention changes.
Wow, that's deep but simple. Kids pay attention to everything, so one day feels long. Adults rush, so weeks disappear like magic.
Sometimes I try to act like a kid for 1 minute, asking silly questions in my head, like, why is the sky this color today?
That's cute. I talk to myself too, but more like, James, please slow down. The coffee is still hot. Relax.
Self talk matters. If we speak gently to ourselves, the world feels less aggressive. Even problems feel a bit smaller.
And problems will always exist, let's be honest. Life is not a calm movie all the time, but how we face problems changes everything.
Yes, instead of asking, why is this happening to me, we can ask, what can I learn or what can I do next?
That question gives power back to you. You stop feeling like a victim of time, stress, or other people's expectations.
Expectations are another big topic. Society tells us when to succeed, when to be happy, when to have everything figured out.
And if we don't follow that timeline, we feel late, like we missed a train. But honestly, everyone is on a different train.
Exactly. Some people change careers at 40, some find love at 60, some never follow the normal path and still feel happy.
So if life is short, it's too short to live someone else's plan. That sounds simple, but it takes courage to accept it.
Courage and patience. Because when you choose your own rhythm, people might not understand, and that can feel lonely sometimes.
But honest loneliness is better than comfort with pretending. I learned that the hard way after saying yes too many times.
Saying yes when you want to say no is exhausting. Your body says no, your heart says no, but your mouth says yes and smiles.
That smile hurts the most. But learning to say no is like learning a new language. It feels strange, but it gets easier.
And every honest no creates space for a true yes. A yes to rest, to real connection, to things that actually matter to you.
So maybe today, listeners can ask themselves one question. What matters to me right now? Not later, not someday, but today.
And whatever the answer is, it doesn't have to be big. It can be a calm evening, a walk, a call, or just going to sleep earlier.
Life doesn't ask for perfection, it asks for presence. And presence starts with small, kind choices made again and again.
I like how you said made again and again because presence is not something you do once and finish. It's something you forget and return to.
Yes, I forget it daily, honestly. I wake up calm, then one message or email pulls me into stress mode like a vacuum cleaner.
That image is perfect. And once stress starts, it spreads fast. Your shoulders go up, your breath gets short, and you don't notice it.
Exactly. That's why I started checking my body during the day. I ask myself, are my shoulders relaxed? Am I breathing properly?
That's a great habit. Our bodies talk all the time, but we're often too busy to listen. Then they shout with pain or tiredness.
And then we say, why am I always tired? Well, maybe because we ignore the small signs and only react when it's too late.
True. Another thing that makes life feel short is constant comparison. Social media shows everyone's best moments, not real life.
Yes, and our brain forgets that. We see 5 happy photos and think everyone is doing better than me, which is not true.
I sometimes remind myself that behind every smiling photo, there's a normal human with problems, doubts, and boring days.
Same. And also, comparing steals joy from the present. You can be having a good day, then one scroll ruins your mood in seconds.
That's scary how fast it happens. That's why I try to limit scrolling, especially in the morning, because it sets the tone for the day.
Mornings are powerful. If you start calm, the whole day feels softer. If you start rushed, everything feels urgent and loud.
Exactly. I like slow mornings now. No rush, no news, just simple routines. It makes time feel wider, not squeezed.
Wider is a good word. When time feels wide, life feels longer. When time feels tight, days disappear before you notice them.
Do you think fear also makes life feel short? Fear of failing, fear of judgment, fear of wasting time, ironically, waste time.
Wow. Yes, fear freezes us. We wait for the perfect moment, perfect skills, perfect confidence, and meanwhile, life keeps moving.
And then one day we think, I should have started earlier, but that thought doesn't help much. It only brings regret.
That's why starting imperfectly is so important. A messy start is still a start, and it teaches you more than waiting.
I agree. Even in learning English, speaking with mistakes is better than staying silent for years waiting to be perfect.
Absolutely. Mistakes are signs of movement. Silence is comfortable but dangerous because it keeps you in the same place.
And movement makes life feel alive. Even small steps forward create energy. You feel proud, even if nobody sees it.
That quiet pride is special. It's not loud, not for likes, just a warm feeling inside that says, I'm trying.
Trying is enough for today. You don't need to change your whole life to respect time. You just need to show up honestly.
And be patient with yourself when you fail, because you will fail sometimes. We all do. That doesn't mean you're bad at life.
Bad at life sounds funny, but many people feel that way secretly, like everyone got instructions except them.
That's such a real feeling. But there are no instructions, only choices, and you're allowed to change your mind.
Yes, changing your mind is not weakness, it's growth. What felt right 5 years ago might not fit you today.
And that's okay. Life is short, but also flexible. You're not locked into one version of yourself forever.
I love that thought. It gives hope. Even if you feel stuck today, tomorrow can look different with one small decision.
So maybe the real question is not how long is life, but how do I want to feel while living it?
Calm, connected, curious. Those feelings matter more than speed, success, or constant achievement.
And when you choose feelings over pressure, time becomes your friend, not something chasing you from behind.
I really like that idea. Time as a friend, not an enemy. Because when we fight time, we are basically fighting our own life.
Yes, and that fight is exhausting. You wake up already tired like you're late for something, even when nothing bad is happening.
I think many people live in that feeling, a constant rush inside, even on weekends, even on holidays, and they don't know how to stop.
And stopping feels scary at first because silence appears. When it's quiet, thoughts come, questions come, and not everyone likes that.
True, but those thoughts are important. They show us what we actually need. maybe rest, maybe change, maybe just a good cry.
Crying is underrated, honestly. Sometimes a good cry clears your head better than advice or motivation videos.
I agree. After crying, everything feels lighter, like emotional cleaning. And then you can breathe deeper again.
Breathing is another simple thing we forget. When I'm stressed, my breath becomes shallow, like I'm always preparing for bad news.
Same here. Sometimes I stop and take one slow breath, and my body says, "Oh, okay, we're safe." It's such a small reset.
Small resets during the day can change everything. You don't need a new life, you need pauses inside your current one.
That's such a good sentence. And pauses help us notice what we usually miss: our own progress, our strength, our quiet moments.
Yes, because we often focus on what we didn't do, not on what we already survived or learned. That's unfair to ourselves.
Very unfair. If life is short, we should at least be on our own side, not our biggest enemy.
Being on your own side means forgiving yourself for bad days and celebrating small wins even if nobody claps.
Like getting out of bed when it was hard, or choosing a calm evening instead of forcing yourself to be productive.
Or saying no without explaining too much. That's a big win for many people, even if it looks simple from the outside.
And when you respect your time and energy, people around you slowly learn to respect them too. It's a quiet change.
Quiet changes are powerful. They don't create drama, but they create peace, and peace makes life feel richer and slower.
Slower in a good way, like you're actually here, not just passing through your own days.
I hope listeners feel encouraged, not pressured after this talk. This is not about doing more, it's about feeling more.
Exactly. Feeling more connected, more present, more kind to yourself and others, because that's what stays in memory.
Years later, we don't remember emails or stress. We remember laughs, talks, and moments when we felt understood.
And if this conversation helped someone slow down even a little today, then it was worth it.
Definitely. Thank you for spending your time with us, because time is valuable and we don't take that lightly.
Yes, thank you for listening, for learning, and for choosing to be here with us today.
If you enjoyed this calm conversation, come back for more real English and real moments on Daily English Flow.
Take care of yourself, slow down when you can, and remember that small moments matter. See you next time.
Bye, everyone, and have a peaceful day wherever you are.